29 million people live with diabetes. Diabetes is defined as a group of diseases that result in too much sugar in the body. It stems from a structure in your body known as the pancreas that's main purpose is to regulate the amount of sugar coursing through your veins. The pancreas is about 6 inches long and sits across the back of the abdomen, behind the stomach. The head of the pancreas is on the right side of the abdomen and is connected to the duodenum, the first section of the small intestine, through a small tube called the pancreatic duct. The pancreas has two main functions, an exocrine function that helps in digestion and an endocrine function that regulates blood sugar. It plays an essential role in converting the food we eat into fuel for our body cells. You may have diabetes, but diabetes does not have you. Diabetes is a complicated disease. It is not the end of the world that your pancreas, the organ that we all rely on to regulate our blood sugar, decided one day that it just can't do its job. It is nothing you can't handle. No measly prick of the finger or injection of insulin could ever stop you from living the fulfilling life you deserve. There is a saying that goes, "I am strong because I know my weakness." But diabetes does not always make you weak. It makes you one of the strongest people on the planet. People with diabetes run marathons, lift weights, and save lives, all while finding the time to make sure their blood sugar levels are in check. That is no easy task. Being diagnosed with diabetes is not the end of the world. It is actually just the beginning. It is up to you to define who you are, not your pancreas. Managing your diabetes is not a science. It is an art. So use your life as your canvas and paint it with all different colors. Diabetes is like a roller coaster. It has its ups and downs, but it's your choice to get off or sit back and enjoy the ride. It is up to you to take control of your diabetes and handle anything it decides to throw at you. Life is all about twists and turns, and diabetes is simply just one of those twists. A good tip to follow while you're on this ride is, skipping meals and eating too much sugar takes you on the blood sugar roller coaster. Balanced eating keeps your blood sugar stable all day. Life is all about how you look at it. If you have a poor attitude about your ailment, it will consume you and stop you from doing everything that you love. It doesn't have to be like that at all. You can be in complete control of how your day goes. Either you run the day, or the day runs you. Let your spirit be bigger than your fear. Diabetes is completely manageable if you make it so. The moments you feel like giving up, remember the reasons you held on for so long. There will always be motivation to carry on. You just have to find it. Every human being is the author of his own health or disease. Your diagnosis is what you make of it. You write what happens next as you turn the pages in the book of your life, so make sure you include the happy ending you deserve. Sometimes the strength within you is not a big fiery flame for all to see. It is just a tiny spark that whispers ever so softly, "You got this. Keep going." Remember that when time gets hard for you. There will always be a light at the end of the tunnel. You may just have to crawl to get there. The secret of health for both mind and body is not to mourn for the past, worry about the future, or anticipate troubles, but to live in the present moment wisely and earnestly. Life is too short to constantly think about your glucose levels or your medications. Make sure you are enjoying every second of every day. When it all seems like an uphill struggle, just visualize the view from the top. You will reach the pinnacle of that mountain, and you will do it in your own way. It is all up to you and your support group to get you there. It is also important to make sure that there are people around you to motivate you when you can't do it anymore. There is nothing like having a helping hand to pull you up when you feel like you're slipping. At this moment, there is no present cure for diabetes. Only regulation methods such as insulin pumps, insulin injections, and monitored hemoglobin A1C tests that diabetics have to undergo every 2 months or so. But there are millions of people working hard to find one. Every single day is one step closer to getting you back to your original self. Individually, we are one drop, but together, we are an ocean. We can make waves that will change the world. Organizations such as the American Diabetes Association and the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation are working to fund projects that aim to find a cure for diabetes, as well as educate the general public about prevention and management of type 1 and type 2 diabetes. You are not alone in this fight, and you are also not your disease. Diabetes is simply a part of you, but it does not make you any less of a person. Sometimes life is tough, but always remember, so are you. For more information, please visit www.diabetes.org and talk to your doctors about more in-depth methods on how to manage your diabetes.